feeling great. Welcome back, viewers, to our meditation special series on Light of Knowledge. In our previous episode, we discussed about different kinds of thoughts. And it was very interesting to know that we actually go through a lot of different kinds of thoughts throughout the day. Who would have guessed? We also found out that the thoughts can have a very positive impact on us, or it can have a negative impact on us. We will go much deeper into this discussion today. And as always, we have with us in our studio today, Dr. Donika, to help us answer these questions. Welcome, Dr. Donika, to the show.
Thank you. I'm Shanti.
Dr. Donika, we would like to continue from our previous episode where we left off. In my readings, I came across this very beautiful sentence which kind of touched me. It said that meditation is a journey within, and it is not necessarily a withdrawal from life.
Very true.
And this brings about two aspects of meditation. So if we could go into that today, and if you could explain to us what this means.
Sure. As you said, the first aspect, the journey within. Now, just as we are sitting over here, we will have a few seconds journey within. I would ask my all viewers to sit back and have a silent interrogation with ourselves. Let me withdraw my thoughts from the outer surroundings and go within. I ask myself, who am I? What is my original identity? Is that the only name, age, gender, education, profession? Or is there anything more beyond it? Let me introspect. What's the original me? What's my original identity? Let me check my thoughts. Om Shanti.
Yeah, that was very good, sister. That was very good.
When we had that introspection, we felt that we were going within. Yes, I think most of our viewers were engaged with this task.
I'm sure they were.
When we go within, we actually ask, who am I? Yes, and this task, we can have an example with it. If I have a pen with me right now, and if I ask you, what is it used for?
For writing.
Yeah, the viewers too will be with it. Now, this pen I use for writing, but you know, we had in medical classes one small aspect, that is dissection, first year anatomy.
Right.
So I will do one dissection with this. I will just remove this one part.
Okay.
And after that again, it's the pen. Yeah. Now, if I say, sister, this is the pen, and you said we use it for writing. Can we use it for writing now?
Now we cannot.
Why?
Because you've taken the refill out.
Yeah, that's it. Now here we are. When we say, who am I actually, then what we were today conscious with, that is, I am this body, that's my name, age, gender, my profession, my education, that's this outer aspect.
Okay.
And now what we are going through this journey of meditation is something which is dynamic, which is making us work. As just the refill in this pen is making it work. Yes, it's the dynamic property, or you can say the vital energy, which is making this pen work.
Oh yes, yeah.
In the same way, when I say that this is the body, there must be some dynamic energy within this body which is making it work. Yes, this dynamic energy, when it's present, I can hear from you, I can talk with you, I can work with my hands, I can walk with my legs. Only with the presence of that dynamic energy, the vital force, the spiritual force or vital energy, we can say.
Well, I think with this explanation, whatever thoughts I had about myself, all that goes out the window. Because all these days, I have been identifying myself with my job, my name, my position, my family, my friends, my house, my bank balance, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
So after you explained this to me, I am kind of getting a feeling that I was focusing on the wrong thing.
Let me make one thing also at this point very clear, because it may also, maybe that the viewers may be also getting this question, that spirituality, what is it? So spirituality is very different from religion. In whatsoever religion you are, you can follow spirituality, because spirituality is an elevated aspect of religion.
Okay, I think this is very important to all of us, because in overseas, in Western countries or wherever, those countries are most likely a melting pot for the whole world. They have all different cultures represented there. So I think this aspect is very important to know, that religion is different from spirituality, and no matter what religion you belong to, all of us can practice spirituality.
Yeah, sure. And the unique thing about this institution of Brahma Kumaris is that here the people of all the culture, both the genders and all the age, there is no perspective of caste, no perspective of age. Anybody can follow this spirituality, because it makes our life easy, and we can practice the religion as what we were initially doing. We can go through it.
Okay. I'm very curious to know more and more. The more you talk, I want to know more.
There is a vital energy which is making we work. Now, the second aspect, it may be called different. In each religion, it may be called with a different name. Let us term it as a soul.
Okay.
Yes. So, basically speaking, as the pen we saw, it's an outer aspect, and the refill in it is making it work. In the same way, the body is the outer aspect, and the soul in it is making it work.
Okay, so would you, here it was easy to understand with the example, because it's a pen and a refill that you took out.
Yeah.
But when you say the soul within us, is there any specific place where the soul resides?
Within us, it's not the soul, but I, the soul itself, am actually.
I, the soul, am taking on this body.
Yeah, I am the soul, and I, the soul, am working through this body.
Okay, so is there a specific place where we have to look for when we are looking for the soul?
Yeah, sure. Now, the second thing which comes in our mind, that in this body, where does the soul reside?
Right.
That's what you are asking for, right? So, the soul has a particular location in this body. As the refill has a particular location in the pen, in the same way, the soul has its residing point, and that residing point is right between the forehead, or when we coin it in medical terminology, it's right between the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland.
Okay.
So that's the point where the soul resides. As we see, the driver has to sit in the particular location when he has to drive the car.
Right.
So I, the soul, am seated in this location, and I am driving this body.
I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine at this point.
Yeah.
That I, the soul, am sitting here and I'm driving this body. It's kind of difficult to understand at this point.
This thing we can't look, or we have never been taught of. Since childhood we have been taught, I am a boy, I am a girl, my name is this, but this thing is totally a new aspect. And the second thing which comes, then if I am a soul, then how does the soul look like?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the next question.
As it's metaphysical, we can say we can't look at the soul with the bare eyes. It's very light, and we can say it's a twinkling star, but it's very tiny, but we can't look with the eyes.
Okay, so you need a special vision for that, or?
And that is the insight.
Okay.
We need the insight. Means when we try to meditate, we just have to visualize myself as a soul, a point of light. Just we see the twinkling stars in the sky. They are very huge. They are of a huge size. When we are far away, we see it tiny.
Right.
So in the same way, soul is very, very tiny, which we can't see from our eyes, but we can have an insight and we can visualize ourselves.
Well, if I close my eyes and, like you said, it's here, and I try to focus my attention here, I'm not seeing anything.
You don't have to close your eyes. You just have to sit back. You can do it right now if you want. Viewers can also do it. You can sit back. And just gradually feel that I am a twinkling star, a point of light, right between the forehead. I am the master, and I make this body work. I am the energy, and I, the soul, as an energy, give directions to my brain and my body to perform the various tasks. Let me visualize myself in a very relaxed manner. I am a soul, a peaceful soul, a light, twinkling star. Okay, can come back to normal.
I could definitely feel some tingling here when I focus myself between the eyebrows.
Yeah, and slowly I said that with the regular practice, gradually we can feel more and more, you can say, soul consciousness. It will also need a practice, sister. Right now, when we were focusing, you said, as you said, you can realize it. But one more thing I would like to add, that it's not necessary that we have to close the eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the Brahma Kumaris, what we have meditation, we can do it with open eyes also.
Well, that's very interesting to know, because this is a completely different aspect again. Yeah. But what if I really leave my eyes open, and there will be a lot of distractions around, because there will be people around me, and even if I seclude myself to a corner of my house, there will be some activity.
Sister, when we sit for meditation, even with the closed eyes, you can say that even with closed eyes, you can have a world tour or distractions.
That's very true.
And rather we see that when the eyes are closed, our subconscious mind gets more aggravated. It starts working more faster.
Oh, okay.
So the fact of keeping the eyes open, we can have some reasonings for it. First thing is that when we keep the eyes open, we are conscious that we are over here and we have to do meditation. Is that sometimes when we meditate, there are stages, you see. If you have heard the word EEG, electroencephalogram, when we do the EEG of the brain, and when we are with the open eyes, what we are working, we can see the beta waves on the EEG.
Okay.
When we are at a drowsy stage, that is the alpha waves are generated on it. Then slowly and gradually when you feel sleepy, that is theta, and the deep sleep factor is delta stage.
Okay.
So when you are with the open eyes, we can say that we are consciously putting our mind that now I have to be in a stable position. And if you are with the closed eyes, what happens is we never know that when we will feel drowsy, and we can even get sleepy also. So here, meditation, we have to reach through these stages till the delta stage, but we have to see at the same time that we don't feel drowsy or sleepy.
Okay, so it has been scientifically proven that keeping your eyes open is more beneficial.
Yeah, sure.
Because if you close your eyes, you have a tendency to fall asleep.
Yeah. And another thing is the eyes, they are the energy radiators. You see, when we look at anybody, we can catch the energy from him. Is that if I am looking at you with the sparkling eyes, with smiling, you will get a very positive energy.
Absolutely.
Right? In the same way, when we keep our eyes open, we have the positive energy enriched in our eyes too.
Oh, that's very interesting to know. I was not aware of that. That's very interesting to know.
So it's good, like if we keep the eyes open, it needs a practice, of course, because we had been with the concept that we have to close the eyes. But slowly you will find that it is becoming more easier, and rather we can do meditation. As we saw in the first episode, we can do all the work and we can do meditate. So even with all your work, with your eyes open, you can do meditation.
Okay, that's very good to know. I also want to touch upon the other aspect of what I had said at the beginning of the show, withdrawal.
Yeah.
Most of the times, the common impression is that if you start meditating, you're going to reach a certain stage where you're not going to be interested in your family or your friends. It's almost like you're going to alienate yourself from the rest of the world. And this is a belief that is held by many. So I would like to know if that is going to happen to me if I start meditating.
No, definitely it won't happen, because here in Brahma Kumaris, we see that all the people, they live at their home. Rather, with meditation, they find that their relations become more easier and more smoother. Here we have 9 to 10 lakh people visiting all over the world, 8,500 local centers of Brahma Kumaris throughout approximately 140 countries. And we see that these 9 to 10 lakh people from the families, they come daily for half hour or whatsoever time they get at center, do meditation, have the fulfillment in themselves, and they go. So here, what feedback we have got from all the people is that their life has become enjoyable with their relations, because now what relationship they were having initially, somewhere or other there was sourness in the relationship, but with meditation, as they have developed the positive attitude for the life, now they are positive with their family, and their families are also noting the difference, and hence the relationship has become more smoother and more friendlier. You can have your family life, a very healthy family life, and more interesting and loving family life even before what you had with meditation. And you don't have to fear even that if after coming to meditation you will have to wear white dress or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's only that we are dedicated in the institutions. There are few number of people, say few thousands. We are 25,000 dedicated sisters or brothers who give their dedication. That's why we wear white. But the persons who are living in their family, they can enjoy their family life, have their family relationship, have their outgoings, and along with it, they can enjoy the journey with meditation.
That's right, but white is so pure. I mean, that really gives an impression of purity. Yeah. Yes, we can enjoy our colors, but white is also very nice to wear. Yeah. Yes. I once again thank you for this very enlightening explanation about the soul and the location of the soul, and the important aspect of all of this, that you don't have to withdraw from anything. Yeah. You can be with your family and plus continue to have a very good life. So thank you once again.
Thank you. Shanti.
So friends, we learned some important, interesting new aspects today. We found out that there is this energy within us, which is called the soul. And this energy runs the whole body. It's responsible for our vision, for our hearing, and all the aspects of this body, of the functioning of this body, is governed by the soul. We also found out that we don't have to leave our family, and that's good news, that we don't have to leave our family to follow a spiritual path. We could have our colors, we could, follow whatever that we've been doing before. But in spite of that, we can have a very peaceful life. We can have better relationships, in fact. And this is where the meditation and spirituality helps us. So I hope these conversations are also helping you and helping you bring about a change in your personal life. If you would like to let us know one way or the other, we look forward to hearing from you. So please write to us or email us and call us. Whatever it is that you have in our mind, we'll try to get those questions answered. Thanks for watching us.